welcome to Reiki Master Tarot, presented by 1111 Mind, Body, and Soul Healing. This is Sherry. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. Thank you for sharing energy with me. I am so grateful to be sharing energy with you. Today, we're going to be doing a collective reading for entertainment purposes only, and it is called The Angels Said Something Beautiful is Happening, a shift from victim to master. And what this has to do with is something that we talk about a lot on this channel, which is balancing our inner being to balance out our outer reality. So within, so without. As within, so without. Okay? So we're going to be looking at our 0 degree, and then we're going to start there, and we're going to tell ourselves, or speak it into existence. We're going to connect to our imagination to start where we are at our 0 degree and claim what it is that we truly want. What is the reality that we truly, truly want, and how we take that energy of alchemy, okay? Take that energy to transform and transmute, okay? To become that magician, okay? Now, I am wondering, this seems really familiar. Let me put you on hold for just a sec. Okay, thank you for holding. Yes, it did sound familiar because we created the short, but we did not do the reading. So we're going to do the reading, the actual card reading, to go with the short. It's called Something Beautiful is Happening, a shift from victim to master. Okay, so today, let's welcome in the Archangel Twin Flames of the Chakras, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron at the Earth Star, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity at the High Heart, Archangel Mariel, Archangel Lavender, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Amethyst at the Soul Star. We're going to also welcome in the Archangels of the 7 Rays. They're right here. Archangel Michael, Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel, and Archangel Zadkiel, Amethyst, Mariel, and Lavender. They're all purple. Well, okay, so what I found out was purple is the masculine of that color, and lavender is the feminine of that color. So we have two. We have lavender and amethyst, and then we have Mariel and Zadkiel. They're the purple color. So we're going to welcome them in. Their characteristics and their virtues are power, wisdom, love, peace, truth, abundance, and justice. And that is Archangel Raziel. He is the Archangel of wisdom and knowledge, and he is a guide to the higher realms. So if you ever want a deep question, if you're ready for it, and you think you're ready for it, ask Archangel Raziel. Meditate with him. Meditate with these colors. If you have crystals, this is amethyst. Okay, if you have crystals, you can meditate with your crystals. This is Angel's Aura, and I look in here sometimes when I'm meditating, and I can see things. Okay, it's all kinds of different facets going on, and this is quartz crystal. Okay, this is selenite. This is moon crystal, and this is I forgot the name of it, but you can meditate with these. And if you just hold one in your hand, so like if you hold one and you say, grab a crystal that's chosen you, and you hold it in your hand, and you say, to my crystal, I welcome you into my heart, my mind, and my soul. I am grateful that throughout all of the processes, people, places, and things, you are here sharing your energy with me. Now, right now, as I'm holding this crystal, my hand is tingling, okay? I can feel the energy from the crystal going in my hand, okay? My hands are already activated with the Reiki, Universal Life Force energy, so is my throat. It's in the cards, okay? It's in my heart, my mind, and my soul. But thank you. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. But I can feel the energy of this crystal. It is a sentient, live being. Okay? So if I was to go and sit still, find my center, and connect to source with my intuition and my imagination, which is what we're going to talk about today, with a crystal, it enhances what it is that you want. Okay? And the crystal has answers. So you can meditate with the crystal, because this amethyst enhances your intuition. Amethyst helps to enhance and strengthen and build your intuition. Okay? So, all right. So let's welcome in, now that we've welcomed in our crystals and all of the angels that are in this room, we're going to welcome and call in the archangels of the four corners, archangel and their twin flames. Archangel Michael, Archangel Faith, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Mother Mary, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Aurora. We wish to welcome and acknowledge your presence to oversee. We request you oversee and protect this reading from any and all that do not have our highest good in mind. And we thank you for your presence, as well as all of the other universal life force energies, all of the universal, okay, y'all. Universal beings of the highest white light that are the law of one. We thank you for your presence, and we thank you for being here with infinite, unconditional love and gratitude. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. So sometimes when I'm talking, I have to stop in the middle of what I'm saying, because they're showing me something. They're telling me to thank my dragon. Okay? We all have a dragon. We all had dragons in Atlantis and Lemuria. And when everything started going wonky, they had to the dragons had to pull their energy back, because their gifts were being used for purposes that they were not placed there for. They're here to protect us, help us train in the higher realms. They protect us. They help us to train. They help us. They go with us when we go on missions. When our vessel is asleep and our energy, our consciousness goes into the higher realms, our dragon is there with us to protect us. So you will know the name of your dragon. You can actually do a meditation and call in your dragon. Okay? You may see it. I've been on lots of trips all over the place with my dragon. And it's all because I just said, let's go here or let's go there. And my dragon has a name. I asked my dragon what her name was, and she told me. And she's blue. Okay? Okay, so but what I'm saying was, sometimes when I stop in the middle of a sentence, it's because Spirit is showing me something. Now, I'm looking across from myself when I'm talking. Okay, it's like when you talk to somebody that's going into intuition and they look left, it may be because they're right-handed. If they look right, it's because they're left-handed. So our opposite, or whatever our dominant hand is, we look to the opposite of our dominant hand. That is my intuitive side, okay? Because the dominant hand is my logical side. That's the hand I write with. Now, since I've been on my journey, I use my left hand more when I'm talking through, when the angels are talking through me, I use my left hand a lot. If you notice that in the readings, I talk with my left hand. So anyway, so we thank you to all universal beings that of the highest white light that are in this room. Thank you for being here to participate in this story that you wish to tell about something beautiful that is happening, a shift from victim to master. We're going to be using the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck, okay, by Denise Lynn, to tell the story to help us to tell the story that the angels have for us today. Okay, so we're going to be using this one. All right, thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Okay, if you would, Archangel Twin Flames of the Chakras, please give us the essence of the story you wish to tell today. about something beautiful that's happening when it comes from when people are shifting. We're shifting from victim to master at the high heart with Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity. Look, tread thoughtfully, narrow pathway. Because when you shift from victim to master, guess what? The energies that you carried as a victim they're no longer applied to you being a master. That's why when we are a victim and let's say the energy is overwhelming, it's unfair or painful, we learn, grow, and evolve from those karmic lessons. But it's those energies, those emotions that tell us what to let go of. So if you are feeling overwhelmed and that something is unfair, it's painful, or it just doesn't fit you anymore, let it go. That is how we walk the narrow pathway, because we only carry one emotion. We carry the emotion of infinite unconditional love on that narrow pathway. We do not carry a multitude of 3D dense energies on our pathway. We learn how to release and surrender them as we learn, grow, and evolve from the lesson that caused that emotion. Okay? Now, on the right side of that is begin now. Take your first step. Okay? And it may be a second step or a third step. It may be this is your journey. Look at the gentleman. Somebody is waving him goodbye. He's going on a narrow pathway. Look at that lady. She's saying goodbye to him. He's waving back to her. Okay? He knows that he has a moment. Okay? He's confident of where he's going. This is like the full card. Okay, but that might be his mom. It might be someone that loves him, his sister, auntie, grandma. It might be somebody that just cares about him, and she is seeing him off. And you know, during the when I was growing up, if somebody came to your house, when it was time for them to go, you never just let them go out the door and you close the door. You stand on the porch and you say goodbye to them. You're sending them well wishes and blessings on their journey, on the path home. Okay, and that looks like what she's doing right here. Okay, she's sending him well wishes on his pathway home. Okay. Now, the gates of triumph. Look, where's he going? The gates of triumph. He's going through the gates of change. That is changing or shifting from a victim to a master. He's going through that. It's going changing dimensions. You see the sun? Okay, it says success expands in your life because you walk through the gates of change. Okay, and you accept that it's time to let go of what no longer serves you. Okay? Very cool. All right, thank you, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron. If you would, what we have here on the earth plane, look, fogged in. Okay, fogged in. This means that there's something we need to sit still and think about because something's not clear. Okay, it says go slow, take your time. There's something that's not clear here. Okay, now we can look this one up. Let's look this one up just to make sure. Fogged in. Sometimes the mist and fog are so thick that the traveler feels uncertain about everything. Where am I going? What am I meant to do? Why can't I see what's ahead? However, it's in those moments of unknowing that the deepest and most profound answers to life's big questions can emerge. The secret is to traverse slowly, carefully, so as to not fall off the path. Be careful. Proceed with caution in all things as you sense the best direction. Listen to the whisperings of your soul. Trust your inner voice. Okay? Your inner voice helps your inner illumination to get brighter and brighter and brighter. That will guide you through the fog. So sometimes we just need to sit still. Okay? Just sit still. All right? And what it looks like, if you look at the water, there's no, you see just the ripples from the boat sitting in the water. You don't see any waves. There's no waves here. Okay, they're just sitting still. Okay, there's no wake. That's the word. There's no wake in front of the boat or behind the boat. It's just ripples from them sitting in the boat. Okay, so this is saying to sit still. If there's something that you're not sure about, go within. You're your best teacher, and find the answer. It's in your soul. Your soul is there to help you. That's your higher self. Connect to your higher self. Remember 3 things: become whole and one with yourself, whole and one with your higher self, and then embrace infinite unconditional love in all things. That is you becoming whole and one with the all that is and the all that ever was. Okay? Now, empaths reflect and redirect your energy. So, something beautiful happening is the shift from victim to master. Okay? We might be at an impasse. We might be at a plateau. We might be waited for the bridge, the paint to dry. Yesterday, we waited for the paint to dry. We waited for the ribbon to be cut so that we could go onto the bridge. Okay? So, impasse means to sit still for a second. Okay? Now, what is this saying? Look, this is all about the pathway from victim to master. Okay? Look, choosing your path, all is possible. Sit still. There are options that are becoming available to you. Okay? Stay positive. Keep your heart open to receive. There are options coming your way. Okay? If you look at this gentleman, okay, all is possible. That's a positive statement. That's a positive affirmation. Okay? Because sometimes when we sit still, all of the options that we did not see at first because we had so much stuff going on are now visible. Okay, they show up. All right? So, let's see. Okay. Just so y'all can see what happened, because I looked, I'm going to let y'all look too. This one popped off, okay? It says unknown territory. We just talked about being able to see options that were always there, but we couldn't see because there was a whole lot of stuff going on. Unknown territory is an option. See the birds? There's a bird, and there's a bird. That's communication. Okay, your higher self, the all that is, the all that ever was, your divine guides, spirit guides, guardian angels are telling you something. You're exactly where you need to be. Don't get antsy, okay, because you're in a situation, you might want something to happen right now. It may be that spirit is moving some things around just so you can get where you need to be. You're already where you are. Just sit still for a second, meditate, take care of your mundane, do your meditation, talk to your folks, okay, and then let spirit do what spirit does, because you getting to where you are right here, right now, may have activated something that you cannot see, okay? It may be an option that you could not see because other things were going on or because you had not activated the option yet by taking action. Okay, this is an angel speaking. Give it a minute. Okay, my thing is I always give things 3 days. If I ask for something and I need clarity on something and I don't get the answer right away, usually if I walk away from it, put my energy back from it, let spirit do what spirit does, the 3rd day the answer is there. It just shows up. Okay, it just shows up. Okay, same thing. Let spirit do what spirit does. Do not force anything. Okay? Have faith in what you cannot see. Thank you, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron on the earth plane, Archangel Mariel, Archangel Lavender, Archangel Zachiel, Archangel Amethyst on the soul star. Look, Forge of the heart. Okay, look at that beautiful purple color. Look at that. Okay, it says love flows through you and to you. Okay, so we started a new thing where we send the 7 hearts. The 7 hearts are the virtues of the archangels of the 7 rays. So whenever I go into a comment section and I see strife or separation, I find that one, okay, that seemed to have found middle ground. And I send that person the 7 hearts. We choose the rainbow bridge. We choose to find the middle ground in the sacred space under us. Okay, and I send that to them. And I'm starting to get a lot of feedback on it right now. Okay, and I just go to it doesn't matter, just random, whatever I'm watching. It could be something about what's going on in the world and people are scared, and I send them the 7 hearts. Okay, and I'm getting feedback that says, oh, thank you so much for saying that. Everybody wants love. Okay, everybody wants to feel like somebody sees them, that they're not invisible. Let's be the ones to send them the love. If we're on our pathway, and that's part of what we're supposed to be doing as our soul mission, is to send infinite unconditional love. Let's do it every day at 6 o'clock. Okay, just meditate, sit still, and send it. Okay, now, because of that, If I send a reading, it's going to be for 6:30, so that we can do our meditation everywhere, wherever you are in the world. Light a candle and send infinite unconditional love to all energies of people, places, and things throughout all space and time and beyond. Okay, so Voyage of the Heart, we're going to send the 7 hearts, because we're going to send it with love from our heart, because love flows through you and to you. So we're going to start it so that it reciprocates, but that's not why we're doing it. We're not doing it so we can get it back. We're doing it because there are folks right now that are living in jagged energy that need infinite unconditional love to soften things up. And guess who's here? Exie's mom and Exie. They tried to tiptoe like she was a ninja, like I wasn't going to see her, but they're here. Exie, get away from the camera. Exie, move. Exie, move. You guys ever heard that term, bull in the china shop? We got Exie in the china shop. But we love our Exie in the china shop. And with that tail, that's a whip. His tail is dangerous. Okay, so under that, we have grace and gratitude. Look, we were just talking about sending infinite unconditional love throughout all space and time and beyond. And doing it because it's needed, it's necessary. Because love flows through us and to us. You gonna open your door? Yeah. Okay. We'll hear it anyway. She's got alarms all over her house, y'all. Anyway, she's the most protected Exie's mom in the world. Okay. So grace and gratitude. Okay, through gratitude, joy expands. So we're going to be grateful just to be able to say that our magic is us sending those 7 hearts. Our magic is projecting infinite unconditional love from our heart space to any and all, okay, energies of people, places, and things throughout all space and time. Okay, this is the light that is necessary right now. Okay. Wow, thank you, Spirit. I love it when I can feel it when the angels are in my throat. So grace and gratitude. Grace. Okay, so gratitude is being thankful for everything that we have in our life. Grace is a gift that we receive from the all that is and the all that ever was. When we respond differently to something that is overwhelming, unfair, painful, hurtful, chaos, when we respond differently or not at all, okay? When we take a different tack and it's not knee-jerk, that is by grace. Okay, so if you're out and about and you're driving, somebody cuts you off, and what you usually do is you honk your horn and you cuss them out, and you're cussing out the car because you don't know the people. Thank you, Spirit. You don't know the people. Okay, that's not grace. That's ego. Okay, but if you just let them cut you off, there's no accident, you're safe, they're safe. I send you infinite unconditional love and hope you get to where you're going to go safely. Guess what? You have no regrets because you lost your temper. Saying it like that with calmness, with peace from your heart, mind, and soul is grace. Okay? How you handle a situation can be with grace, remember the narrow path, or ego. The narrow path is grace. Okay? All right, under that is valiant courage. Take action with passion. Okay? Something may be coming up. Remember, there's options that are going to show up. When you see it and you know from your heart that that option is for you, you know it's because it's divinely inspired. You feel it, you know it, and it has to get done. Do it with passion. Okay, from your heart. Be brave and use your courage because things are changing right now. We all have an opportunity to change from a victim to a master of self. Okay, and because we're so used to being told no, sometimes being a victim is comfortable. Okay, we don't want to be in that comfort zone anymore. We want to stand in our power with love. We want to stand in our power with grace. We want to stand in our power because we know as we're standing in our power, if you can feel it, if this, imagine, like right here, right now, where I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you guys, I can feel angels behind me. Okay, and what I didn't say in one of the stories that I was telling was how I was terminated from a job. And as they were doing this, and the lady was sitting in the corner, and she had this vitriolic look on her face. And all of the people that she made say what they had to say that was written on this paper, they all felt bad. Okay, one was almost crying while she was talking, but the manager was sitting in the corner. She had the most. It wasn't the face of a human. I'll say it like that. It was not the face of a human. And the person that I brought in with me, that was from the union, got mad. She stood up and her chair went all the way back. She was angry. She goes, "You're messing with somebody's. That's somebody's livelihood. She is an older woman. She's got to take care of herself. She has a house. She leaves a car. I know her. She has not done none of the things that you said." Okay, and the lady was just sitting back and like this was her job. You can tell there was something else there. You could tell. But what I felt, okay, and I told you guys about all the hands that was on my back. Okay, when I was trying to put that window on the wall, was just like right now. I feel say the word again. A unit, a group. There is a group of angels behind me. But in that particular situation, I looked down. And as I looked down, the reason why I looked down is because I was looking at the paper. But as I was looking at the paper and reading along with them, I felt wings come around me. And as they came around me like this, the tips, I saw the tips. The tips were blue. And I knew it was Archangel Michael. And I got a hug. And he said, "Just sit still. Don't say nothing." Okay, so as I was sitting there, and she asked that question, "Don't you have anything to say?" And I said, "Nope, I'm good." I could feel Archangel Michael's words. I could feel what he said. I could feel the hug. I saw the feathers. I saw the blue. I saw the white. Okay, my friend did not see the white. She didn't see the angels, but I did. I felt them. I feel them right now. Okay, you can feel them too. All you have to do is call them in. No X. No, go. Hold on, you guys. Thank you for holding. Exie was walking around. Our Exie in the China shop. You gotta be real careful with him. But what I'm telling you is this: we are protected. Okay, from victim to master. You make the choice to go from victim. Okay, get out of that comfort zone of where you were accepting as things as they are, to master your and balance your inner and outer being, meaning you respond differently to the things that you're used to. Okay, so somebody talking bad to you, somebody making you angry, you're driving, you're going into a restaurant, somebody messes up your order, use grace. That is transitioning from victim to master. Okay, you're using grace instead of the ego. Okay, so let's keep going. All right, Spirit, if you would clarify fogged in, narrow path, and voyage of the heart. Arcane, look. Narrow pathway, look. It's a voyage. It's a trip. It's movement. It's change. Okay, it's moving from one space to another space, from victim to master. Okay, on a narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. Okay, this is 10. Look, the number 3 is creativity, self-expression, and joy. Okay, at the bottom is a 10, new beginning. Okay, can you see it? New beginning. Tread thoughtfully. Okay, stay on your path. Begin now. Take the first step. Look, the first step. Look, it's clarifying the first step is a compass. Okay, follow your soul. Your soul will never lead you astray. Okay, and look, number 5, change. This is the angels of the 7 rays. This is the pathway that the humans walk. Okay, and we are successful. We're going to get from that golden globe at the bottom to that golden globe at the top, where the all that is and the all that ever was. All of the globes in the middle is where we get the lessons, experiences, and challenges. And as we learn from those lessons, experiences, and challenges, we move up to the next globe. It's based on our choices and intentions. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Okay, on the left side, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron. Look, take the risk. We're going from victim to master of self. Okay, victim of karma to master of self. It says, take a chance, but you're fogged in. Are you going to take a risk? Or are you going to listen to the energies that are coming your way? Okay, are you going to listen? Okay, now let me look something up. 39, 10, 11, 12. Let's see. I want to look up this card. in the dark. All right, let's see. Of course, it's the one that fell on the floor. Hold on. Hold, please. Okay, thank you for holding. This is the Lenormand Golden Reverie Oracle deck. Lenormand. Okay, and 39 is the dice. It says the 2 dice provide an element of chance and opportunity, of possibility, and a new element to be introduced into the situation. They signify randomness and a risk that one chooses to take rather than the clover, which means discovered luck. The random outcome of the dice can either punish or reward and may influence the surrounding cards. The trustworthy dog. Okay, so hold on. Let's go back over here. I am the risk, the gamble you choose to take. I am the uncertain and the leap of faith. I offer the promise of future change. Possibly negative cards to my right will foretell ill fate, but positive cards will bring about a happy state. Now, this is the risk card, a choice, an option. Your options are coming as you meditate. Remember we talked about the options? Okay, the options that will be seen because you're meditating, these are the options that show up. It's a choice while you sit still in silence, okay? When you meditate, you're connecting to your guides, okay? Now, this is a positive card. Now, when they say positive card next to it, that is the Lenormand spread. I use these as oracles, but this is a positive card. It means choice. It means going somewhere, progress, new adventure, seeing something new, vast vistas, expanding horizons, okay? So this might be luck, okay? That's saying take the chance, okay? You have your follow your soul, okay? Do what your soul tells you to do. Now, under impasse, look, there's a meeting, okay? Reflect and reflect and redirect your energy. There's a meeting, okay? There's a 2, so there's 2 people getting ready to meet. And see all this white? That's pure intention that's getting ready to happen. The 8 is success, breakthrough, financial prosperity, okay? There's angels all over this card. There's peacocks all over this card, and there's the love language. See the lilies? Okay, so this is an impasse where somebody is sitting still. Just be in a state of receiving. Why? Because someone is going from dark to light. Remember, from victim to master. That is what is happening right here, right now. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we're going to put these away. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Let's see what's going on. There's a voyage of the heart. So interesting that we have the voyage, the moving forward, the ship in the ethers next to voyage of the heart. That means heart space. Let your heart lead. Let your heart lead with everything, with people, places, and things, with your job, with, thank you, Spirit. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite unconditional love. We have gotten out of the practice of letting our heart lead. We let our heart lead when we were little kids. Okay, we didn't know no different. We always, when we came here from the heavens, when we incarnated, we were always infinite unconditional love. We loved the ones that were taking care of us. We knew who they were, okay? We let our heart lead. We had no filter. You tell the truth, okay? You told the truth, and no matter what, you told the truth. Sometimes people tell kids to be quiet because they're gonna tell the truth, okay? But as children, we told the truth. Lead with your heart, with everything. It will never lead you astray because that is the seat of where your soul is, okay? Now, at the Soul Star, thank you, Archangel Sandalphon Arc. Look, commitment. And it's coming on voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. And look, the ring is commitment. Okay, this is a promise of an unbroken circle that is clarifying voyage of the heart. Okay, grace and gratitude. And look, it's being clarified by the man. Okay, is this the Empress? Look, 2 and 8. Is this 2 and 8? Two, yeah, 2 and 8. Something's coming to an end, or something. No, something's beginning. Remember, 8 is success, financial prosperity, breakthrough. 2 is balance. Those two together is a brand new beginning. It's 10. Okay, it's clarified by the man. Okay, you guys want to see what the man says? Let's see what the man says. The male significator. Is he male number 2? Man 2, I could be you, the reader, or the significant male subject of your reading, or a male partner. Okay. Well, there's a masculine energy involved in something that has to do with love from the heart. Okay? And he is opening up himself. You see, he's vulnerable, his chest is out. Okay? And he's serious about something. Okay? And look, Ace of Hearts. Isn't that something? Grace and gratitude. This is about love. Okay? He is the Ace of Hearts. Okay? There's something good coming with it. Let's see what the other cards say. What's the story to tell? Look, here's the maze. 4 and 3. Listen to your intuition. You see the lady in the back in the gazebo? She's sitting there. She's waiting on this man. Okay, she's listening to her divine guides, spirit guides, and guardian angels. She has gone through the maze, and now she is in a state of receiving. Open your heart to receive. Trust what you cannot see. Okay? Have faith in your divine guides, spirit guides, and guardian angels that they heard you and your prayers, your wish fulfillments, and your heart's desire. Okay? All right. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, y'all. Okay. Okay, y'all. All right. Well, let's see what the cards say. What is this about? This is about from something beautiful is happening. There's a shift from victim to master. We're going to learn to master and transmute energy. Okay? We transform the life lessons into wisdom, strength, and self-mastery. That's what this reading is about. So we're going to do a full, let's see what time we at. We'll do a full reading and see how far we get, okay? All right. If you would, thank you, Archangel Twin Flames of the Chakras. Thank you, Archangels of the 7 Rays. Thank you to all of the Archangels and the Twin Flames from the 4 corners that are protecting and overseeing this reading. Thank you, Divine Guides, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, and the Spirit Guides of the decks. We wish to have a full Sherry reading. If you would, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope, tell us what is what is the current situation? Current situation. Okay, this wants to come out. See? This wants to come out. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is the current situation. There is a turning of the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune turns in the direction of your choice and your intentions. Now, if we think about the macrocosm, look what's going on in the world. Okay, there were some actions that were taken that I'm believing some folks is saying, okay, all right. Okay, what can we do? There's a lot of scrambling going on to redirect some information. Okay, redirect some energy. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune has turned. Okay, this is the current situation. Look, somebody wants to move on to the calmer waters. Okay, see all those swords? That was under moonlight. Something was hidden in the moonlight. There was a conversation, some information, some messages. Something was hidden by the light of the moon, and now somebody wants to move on to calmer waters. Okay, now for the victim, okay, we're learning from the lessons, karmic lessons. We're doing a karmic audit, and we're releasing, surrendering, and surrendering the karmic lessons to allow learning, growing, and evolving, and actually manifesting through the alchemy of transmutation. Okay, we are all becoming magicians, and well, the magician, masculine. I found a new word for myself: magicianessa. That's what it is for me. Okay, now, guess what? Now remember, I don't look at this card. I'm looking over there. Look what it says. The wheel has turned on devil energy. Okay, 3333, y'all. I didn't bring my pen. Doggone it. Okay, 3333. That is master. Okay, that is ascended masters are here. That is mastering yourself. Is interesting. From victim to master. The ascended masters are here. You are walking ascending masters. Okay, that's what this means. So the wheel has turned on this devil energy and those that are in the devil energy. Thank you, Spirit. If you would, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope, can you please give us what is the challenge to this wheel of fortune? Look, fighting. Okay, somebody is standing back on their heel. They're on their left heel and they go, oh, no, you don't. Not today. Okay, they know. Oh, excuse me, from a higher state of being, who it is that is coming at them. They understand it. This person was a victim. They are now transforming themselves and shifting into the position of master. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Wow, look what's on the left side of that that Seven of Wands, devil energy. Just don't want to give up. Okay? Devil energy, just don't want to give up. Let's see what's on the right side. Here we go. Spell work. Things that were hidden, candle magic, things that were hidden by in the dark are being exposed from the darkness. The darkness is exposing what was hidden in the dark. Here we go. That's it. That's it right there. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, if you would, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Aurora, what is in the mind? What is in the subconscious? What is the subconscious holding? What's in the dark? What's in the dark, Spirit? Something's coming to an end, and they know it. Something's coming to an end. This whole situation with the devil energy, okay, because of this wheel of fortune, is coming to an end. Okay, that's the world card. What's in the past? Two of Cups. Okay, there was a collaboration. Two people or a group of people. Remember, macrocosm, microcosm. So if the macrocosm, if we're talking about what's going on in the world, there was a whole group of people. Remember the spider web? Spider not doing nothing. It was the people that was attached to the spider that wanted to be in the energy of the spider because he made a whole bunch of promises that had to do with devil energy, materialism, obsession, greed. Okay, remember? This is what happened in the past. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, now look, on the left side of that, look, Six of Cups. Okay, there was somebody who's getting a life review. This is melancholy. This is probably going, I shouldn't have done that. This is probably going, oh, I made a mistake. My life will be different. This is the, there's a gentleman that said to live life is hard when you're looking back on it. No, it's easy. Life is easy when you look back, but it has to be lived going forward. Something like that. Somebody is really sad about what they did in the past. They took a chance. Okay? They took a chance on some foggy energy. They did not see clearly. That was a knee jerk. Okay? Of something they did in the past, and it has to do with devil energy. Look. Okay? Look, a third party. They did it for love, joy, and peace. Okay, somebody said, I deserve blah, 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 but they did it with a third party. Okay, and now they're feeling bad because apparently they might have been in a relationship with somebody from their past and they threw the dice and it didn't turn out the way they wanted it to turn out. This was in the past because now, whatever decisions you make in the past, your choices and intentions, that's what turns your wheel of fortune. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Somebody did something in the past with a third party. Okay, or a group of people, and it's not turning out the way they expected. Now, it's up to you to look and see what your microcosm is, and if this fits. Don't try to make it fit. If it doesn't fit, it's not for you. Don't make it come to you because you have that kind of power. That's why we say go into your imagination and recreate your reality. Create your reality. That's how you bring things to you, okay, with the angel. You have that power. So when it comes to something that's negative, take what resonates and leave the rest. Do not create what is bad in your life by claiming it or by creating it, by seeing it in your heart. Worrying about something is praying for something you don't want, okay? So it's going into your imagination and think about all these doom scrolls, okay? You're bringing stuff into your life that you don't want into your life. Cut, clear, release that thing. Okay, as soon as you start doing it, cut, clear, release. That's not my story. I don't agree. Okay, all right. Thank you, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Aurora. Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity, can you please give us what is in the environment? What's in the right here, right now? What's in the right here, right now? Right here, right now. This is beautiful reading. Just hang in there, y'all. You're not where you were yesterday. That's for sure. Look. Oh, we got it. Beautiful. Okay. There was an investigation. Page of Swords. Okay. Somebody told the truth. This is what's in the right here, right now. There was an investigation. Something, new information. Remember a conversation? A conversation has not been had before, but it revealed some information that was unknown. This is an aha moment. This is a revelation. This is an epiphany. Some dots were connected. Puzzle pieces started to fit. Okay, now somebody, remember that narrow path? Somebody is looking at their heart's desire and wish fulfillment. They're on the narrow path. They've made a decision, okay? They've learned their lessons from the energies that are causing them to transmute, to use alchemy as the, the alchemy of their experiences to become the magician in their life. They're looking at their heart's desire and wish fulfillment in that lantern, okay? This is the Hermit. Somebody's going within. Remember, fogged in. They're fogged in. They're making a choice, okay, to listen to their intuition, because this person can see, okay? They can see the glimpse. They've got a glimpse of what it is that's in their pathway, and they're going to take a chance, and they're going to take that and let go of that devil energy that they were in for a while. Okay, another thing, look, we have Justice card. Okay, remember how Goddess Ma'at visits us every now and then? This is Goddess Ma'at. She is the goddess of justice for the cosmos. Okay, and she is the one that has the feather. That is, the hearts are weighed by the feather. Okay, so if your heart is as light as a feather, you can go through. If your heart sinks, that means there is some negative 3D dense energy that is still weighing down your heart, your mind, and your soul. That's why we are told all the time, we are not told, you have free will, but to release and surrender what does not serve you, so that that weight is not in your heart, your mind, and your soul. Those energies are there to teach. They are not there to hold on to. They are the lessons, the experiences, and the challenges. This is time to do a karmic audit on yourself. Go within. Okay, listen to your heart, mind, and soul. Okay, listen to your subconscious to go within to find that energy and release it and surrender it, so that when the Goddess Ma'at comes in to weigh your heart, those energies are not there. You are now in a state of pure intention. Your heart is pure. Okay? All right. Now, on the left side, we have a bright new idea. A bright new idea that leads to fruitfulness, to creativity. Okay? He is walking towards whatever it is he's going to create. See, his heart is open. You see those green shoes? His heart is open. Okay, he is moving forward with this. Again, the pages are brand new. Okay, heart's desire, wish fulfillment, revelation, epiphany, brand new idea, a brand new mission, a brand new passion. He's passionate about something new, something he may not have even thought about that he would like. Okay, I got a story about that. I was afraid of algebra. Could nobody tell me nothing about no algebra? I didn't want to get into the confusion of the X's and the Y's and the A's and the B's and the C's and that is a number. Where is it? I don't want to do it. Okay, I ran from it. I did not know I needed algebra, just high school algebra, to get my college degree. Guess what? Couldn't run from it no more. I had to take college level algebra, not high school level, college level algebra in order to get my degree in communication. Okay? Lord have mercy. I think I took one class 8 times. The basic class, I took it 8 times. I was cussing, I was hollering, I was crying. My kids all took algebra in high school, and they was all, they couldn't even help me because they couldn't explain it to me. There was nothing that could explain algebra to me. I was still resisting. I was still resisting what is. When I finally said, I give up, I don't want to do this no more, okay? I remember something one of the algebra teachers said about there being a formula to an equation. I'm like, what? Hold on. That's 2 different things. So I'm looking at the equation going, how am I supposed to solve this? Then I looked at the formula. It was like, what? Not only did lights come on, we talking about floodlights. we talking about lights from extraterrestrial vehicles was shining down on my brain. Okay? And it was one of my spirit guides was the god Thoth, Thoth. Okay? He's one of my spirit guides. He showed me how to get past algebra. Every day we was doing algebra. Now I do algebra with workbooks. They're puzzles to me. Okay? The ancient Egyptian god Thoth. Okay? Some people call him Thoth, but I call him Thoth. The TH and the TH is a T sound. Okay, to me. And he showed it to me. And once I figured that out, I was the one, I didn't even have to take the final. The very last final, right before I graduated, I did not have to take the final because the teacher said I came in and helped the other kids see it from a student's eyes and helped them to understand. Everybody in her class passed it because when we would come in, wait for the teacher to show up, they would ask me questions. I would tell them how I got the answer. Okay, and I would tell them, look at your formula. See how your formula mirrors the equation. Okay, and that's what happens. So when you get the test, take a picture in your mind of the formula. That's what they did. And they all passed the class. And the teacher said it was, I didn't even have to take, she goes, I gave you an A already. I gave you an A a month ago. You don't even have to take the final. You're here because you helped everybody else. And I went, okay, thank you. Never in a million years thought that would happen to me. I hated algebra. I ran. Okay, I got in the car and drove away from algebra, speeding down the street. Okay, so what I'm telling you is you never know what your passion may end up being because you haven't been exposed to it yet. Okay? So, but look, because you haven't been exposed to it yet, illuminated. It was illuminated. Remember we just talked about how the lights from the extraterrestrial vehicle was shining down on my brain, on my crown chakra? I love y'all. Y'all, something else. I love you. I don't look at these cards. I look over there. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, Archangel Michael, Archangel Faith. Can we have 2 more for a possible future? Justice is here. Wheel of Fortune. The Hermit. Justice. Okay, y'all. This is so fun. Okay. 2 more. All right. Somebody is in despair. 5 of Cups. Somebody's in despair. Okay. Justice has somebody else in despair. See those blackbirds? They were thinking. Okay, they got something they was worrying about. Okay, came back to them. Okay, something they put out there in the universe. Return the sender 10 times, 10-fold. They got it. Now, here's how good. Here's how Most High is infinite, unconditional love. Even though somebody gets a return the sender, look behind him. He still has 2 options that can take him out of the despair that he put himself in by drinking out of these cups. Okay? He put himself in that despair. But Spirit is saying, here, I see you, but I love you. So I'm going to give you 2 opportunities, okay, to fix whatever you broke. Okay, that might be going to say, look, I'm sorry. Okay, look, take a knee. This is the second one that came out. See all these bright new ideas? Okay, now somebody's being told, sit down. Okay, these bright new ideas did not work. You tried this 9 times. Okay, trying to get something to end up different. It didn't. What ended up is you're different. You have to take a knee. Okay, and if we look at that from a positive standpoint, we're going to take a knee from being a victim, and we're going to stand up and walk in our power to master ourselves. Okay, now on the left side, look, Ten of Pentacles. Either somebody's pentacles might be leaving. This is a Ten of Pentacles. This might be a brand new blessing, or somebody lost this money. Okay, looking at the cards that's around it, somebody is in despair. Over a Ten of Pentacles, it's in between the Justice card and the Five of Cups. This Ten of Pentacles, this Justice may be this Ten of Cups. This Ten of Pentacles is leaving this person that's in despair. They may have had a whole lot of blessings. Okay, but how did they get them? Okay, how did they get them? Because they're being told, sit down. All right. Now, on the right side, look, here we go. Spell word. Something that was in the dark is being shown while it's in the dark. If it was hidden, it is no longer hidden because the light of the sun is illuminating it. If this was candle work, if this was spell work, if this was manipulation with work, thoughts, words, and deeds, it is being returned to this person, but it's going to be highlighted first. Now, think about all the stuff that's being highlighted in the world right now. When people are saying stuff and everybody knows what they're saying is not true. Okay, it's okay. Yoga Master Gail, I'm gonna say a bad word, okay, baby? It's a lot of ass covering going on right now. There were some knee-jerk reactions, some stuff that people just went out there and just did, okay? On the willy-nilly, because they wanted to look good, they threw the dice. And guess what? They, snake eyes. They got snake eyes. That's what I heard. Okay, thank you, angels. All right, thank you. Archangel Raphael, Archangel Mary, can you please tell us what is, I need 4 cards for a possible outcome. 4 cards for a possible outcome. Thank you. Okay, so you guys see the 2 sides of this story right here? Some are reaping rewards. Thank you, Spirit. Others are reaping what they sowed. Look, there's an emperor here. Okay, now we just talked about somebody that was in it's under in the past. Okay, remember there was a collaboration. We saw a spider that was doing absolutely nothing. Thank you. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite unconditional love. There was a spider that was doing infinite nothing. Okay, there was a spider that was doing nothing. The web was getting bigger and bigger and bigger because all the people that wanted to be connected to the energy of the spider, they were willing to let go of their ethics, infinite unconditional love for greed and devil energy. They were connecting themselves as dots to the energy of the spider that did not have to do anything. They were working with the potential of what the spider said he could give them. Okay, so they were in a fog. Okay, they took a risk. They got snake eyes because they're getting return to sender because justice is here. Okay, they needed to reflect and redirect. We have 2 different energies. We have the energy of the infinite unconditional love from the soul, and we have the energy right now of the ego and the ego-led activities. Okay, now we have an emperor here. Okay, that waved the magic wand. Okay, now that might be the macrocosm. In the microcosm, there might be a divine masculine that was in a relationship. We did see the 6 of Cups. It was in a relationship, was fogged in. Okay, this might even be spell work too, that this divine masculine was under and he took a chance, okay, to get something that he did not have where he was. Okay, because somebody told him you could do so much better over here. Okay, and he took a chance, right? Divine masculine, microcosm, or this emperor in the macrocosm. Okay, that's the world. Okay, on the left side, what we got? Sword of truth. Okay, somebody is getting something they deserve from the all that is and the all that ever was. They're getting this Ace of Swords. This is a conversation. This is a cutting out exit. Out, baby. Go find mommy. Go find mommy. Go find mommy. Hold on, y'all. Thank you for holding. We had the Exie in the China shop again. Okay, so Ace of Swords, this is the truth. This is a conversation. This is something that is being cut out because of the truth. The truth is going to be exposed about a situation that an emperor or a divine masculine is involved in. Let's see what's under it. Okay, there was some lying, cheating, and stealing. This was a temporary win. It was not meant to be a permanent win. Okay, there are people, groups of people that are going to be walking away from this person that got a temporary win. Okay, that is the truth because of something that was said or done. Okay, under that, balance. Archangel Michael is here bringing balance to a situation, to the world. Now, this is his sword, the sword of truth. If you want this sword of truth, all you have to do is ask Archangel Michael for it. He will let you use it. Okay? If you want to tell the truth about something, ask Archangel Michael, where do you think this Page of Swords got it? Okay? He asked him. Okay? There was an investigation. All right? Thank you, Spirit. Now, this Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is this orchard, this tree, did not yield the pentacles that it was planted for. This has to be deconstructed for reconstruction. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. There is no pentacles in her basket. She's not on the ladder. And if she asks that little mouse up there or that squirrel to go get her pentacles, he's not going to give them to her. She don't have them in her bag. Okay, that's not happening. Okay, so we have an emperor here. Hold on, y'all. The emperor is not over here. He's over here in the environment. He was there yesterday. That's where he was yesterday. Okay, so the emperor, okay, now see how when you move the cards around and change, this emperor is getting information from this page. He's getting the truth from this page. Now, somebody is trying to give either the emperor in the world, the macrocosm, a different idea or the truth of how something is working out, okay? And it may be this is the truth that he is getting, that maybe he bit off a little bit more than he could chew, but this is deconstruction to be reconstructed, period. Okay? All right, other people's feelings, Spirit. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Look. Illusions and delusions. Somebody chose wrong. Okay, somebody chose wrong. And it's crossing to this Page of Swords and the World card. Okay. This one is crossing to the Page of Swords and the World card. Okay. This is other people's feelings. Remember the flies that are in the web? Okay. This is the spider that's in the web. Okay. In the macrocosm. Okay. Might even be in the microcosm as a divine masculine that is now realizing that he made a different, made the wrong choice. Wow. Okay. He was a businessman. The choice was this. A businessman wanted to toast himself. Okay. He wanted to toast himself. Okay. He might have been feeling a little bit confident or overconfident because he was a businessman, thinking that he could do whatever he wants because he's a businessman. Okay. But there's always reality checks when it comes to making a decision, when it comes to business. Sometimes you have to look and see what's going on in the atmosphere like now. Okay, I have oracle cards and tarot decks, but the manufacturer is in China. Okay, I did not get a manufacturer here in the United States because I couldn't find one at the time. I looked. I did the research. Now there's people that have established themselves in the United States because of the tariffs. So that means that the oracle cards can be made in the United States instead of going overseas for them. But it's doing the research to figure out what is best for you. Now, if what you think is best for you is illusions and delusions about grandeur, or about how you look to other people, okay, about obsession about money, about status, when these people wear these labels on their shoes and on their clothes and on their hats and in their cars, and then guess what? Where's the real person? Where's the person under all of that? Do you see what I mean? Okay, so on the right side, look. got the King of Swords. So we got a whole bunch of swords going on here. We got a bunch of swords. He knew the truth. He knew the truth, and he made the decision anyway to do what he was going to do. He knew what the truth was. Okay, Spirit, thank you. All right, if you would, please give us the hope or fear. What is the hope or fear? From victim to master. Sometimes you have to make mistakes as a victim to see hindsight. Okay, I think that's what I was trying to say. The gentleman said that life is easy when you look at it in hindsight, but it has to be lived forward. Huh. It is easy in hindsight because you see all the mistakes that you make. Okay, we got 2. All right, hope or fear, continue fighting. Somebody's going to fight for the truth, or they're going to fight because of the truth. Okay, now they're fighting. Okay, it crosses to the world card. That's in the mind. Okay, the one cycle ends, another cycle begins. Somebody is fighting this ending. They're resisting the world. They're resisting into the things that they set up. Their illusions and delusions. They're resisting that. Look, had to do with money. Okay, this is the possible outcome. All right, this is the possible outcome. Now, you see that peacock? This lady here that's holding this pentacle, this Queen of Pentacles, on this deck for me has always meant that this person was pretending to be something they are not. Okay, on the left side of all of these, Archangel Azrael, transformation, transmutation. Everybody has an opportunity to learn to be a magician. On the Fool's Journey, the magician, I believe, is the very last card. Okay, so it goes from the fool to the magician. In between, we go from victim to master by transforming. Archangel Azrael takes us from dark to light. He is a very good angel. He helps us to see what we need to see, hear what we need to hear, know what we need to know. It's up to us to accept the truth. Okay, to become the magician, to transform the life lessons into wisdom, strength, and self-mastery. Okay? Now, on the outside of all that, the magician. The magician uses the sacred elements of air, fire, water, earth, and the sacred space to create, okay, to alchemize the lessons into wisdom, strength, and self-mastery, to move from victim to master. We just talked about it. From the Fool card to the magician. Wow, Spirit, the angels are here. I am grateful to you. Thank you for allowing me to speak your story while you tell your story. Thank you to the spirit guides of the decks for your assistance. Woo, wow, thank you. 3 more, please. Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Christine, Archangel Christiel, Archangel Mallory. 3 for the possible outcome. Thank you, son. Something beautiful is happening. All right, thank you. Look, tower. Okay, whoever was pretending to be something that they're not, they're getting a tower. They're getting a tower. There was a female energy. This might be the microcosm for our individual story, but for our overall story, there was a country. Hold on. Oh, there's a country that was pretending to be something it was not. It is now getting a tower. Okay, I think I know what the country is, which country is. Okay, they told me to say country. Okay, usually, well, we're not going to say that because the Empress is something different. This is one aspect of the Empress. Okay, it's all about money. This queen is all about money. Remember we saw the Devil card, the obsession and materialism. Now, somebody was hoarding, somebody was holding on too tight to the perception of themselves that they created, okay, to create. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God is my eye. God is my eye is here. Okay, so the justice is starting to roll out. Justice is rolling out. Somebody tried to be something that they weren't. God is my eye is here. Tower. The universe is balancing itself because somebody was holding on to the money, the materialism, the obsession, and the perception that they built about themselves to get this spider web to grow. Okay, on the right side, oh. On the right side is betrayal. I don't see the cards until I turn them over. Somebody betrayed themselves. Somebody betrayed themselves. Okay? Somebody betrayed themselves. Or, show me. Okay, the spider web keeps coming back. I'm starting to see different flies that are holding on in the spider web. They're just going to dissolve off of the spider web. They're going to go away, but they're going to tell. They're going to tell. Let's see what the next cards are. Thank you, Spirit. Somebody's going to tell all of the truth. Remember we saw the sword of truth. Archangel Michael's sword of truth, the ace of swords. Somebody's going to tell. See all these three swords? This is a conversation. Somebody's going to tell. Okay, two more, Spirit. Thank you, Archangel Christiel, Archangel Mallory, Archangel Seraphina, Seraphim, Metatron. Can you please give us two more for a possible outcome? Thank you. Wow. Two more, please. Thank you. Wow. Two more. Okay, I'm feeling resistance in my hands right now. Archangel Michael, can you please clear this space? Thank you. There it is. Two cards, y'all. That's what we needed. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Look, this businessman is getting a tower. Remember the businessman who wants to toast himself? See all these businesses right here that he put energy into? Okay, he's not drinking out of those anymore. He only has the one. Now, remember we said somebody's going to tell. You see that mouse that's putting something in that cup right there? Okay, this is the businessman. Remember we saw the emperor? Okay, this is him. He's getting a tower. Somebody's telling. Look, the second card that came out, somebody's a nightmare of their own. You see that owl right there that's giving them wisdom? They don't want to listen. But you see all of these swords, they are now trapped. Okay, they are trapped. This is 9 of swords. They are trapped by the energy that they projected out and came back to them. Wow, Spirit. What a reading. What a reading. On the left side, look, third party, somebody's telling. All they wanted, they did. The foundation that they built was not a sturdy foundation built on infinite unconditional love. It was built on, they wanted the happiness. They didn't want the love, joy, and peace. They wanted the party. There was a third party involved. There's a third party involved, okay? Now they're getting a delay. Somebody's getting a delay, and they're going to be doing their own karmic audit, or they're going to be learning and growing and evolving from the karmic lessons that they gave themselves. You see the mouse? That's chaos. That's destruction. And they're going to be there a long time. See the spider web? See the spider web, y'all? You see it? Okay, somebody's caught up in their own spider web. Spirit? Oh, wow. And this is the card that told the story that the angels wanted to tell. Wow. Okay, y'all. That's the reading. I hope this helped. I hope you got some clarity on how to see what's overwhelming, see what's unfair, see what's painful. Learn to master these emotions, okay? So that we can get a balanced heart, a pure heart, okay? Release, surrender, and allow. Transmute. Use the magic, the alchemy to transmute those energies, okay? Transmute the energy of those experiences to become the magician, the magicianess, okay? Transform life lessons into wisdom, strength, and self-mastery. Okay, that was the reading. This was a good one, y'all. I love this movie. This is a good movie. All right, so I'm going to leave y'all with this. Today, I will not be angry. Today, I will not worry. Today, I will do my work honestly. Today, I respect and honor every living being. Today, I am grateful for everything that I have in my life. That is a transmutation. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. When you're grateful for everything that you have in your life right now, no matter what it is, it's a lesson, experience, and challenge. If the energy doesn't feel good, if it's overwhelming, it's unfair, and it's painful, think this. It's a contrast. It's a resistance, okay, for you to learn, grow, and evolve from, okay? Transmute that energy. Become the magician, okay? Become the magician. You are the magician. We just have to remember that we're the magician, okay? And use our magic powers, okay? Our magic power is infinite, unconditional love. Period. All right? So, I'm going to leave that there. Y'all, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Yoga Master Gail, I love you above your imagination, as well as all of my new subbies. Thank you to all of my new subbies. I love y'all. Thank you for stopping by my channel, and I hope you take away something. Ask a question. Is 1, 15, 15? Okay, so we got 3 5s, 3 1s, and 2 5s, y'all. Write that down. Write down your angel numbers. Call them in. Call in your angel babies. Okay, they're there waiting on y'all. They tapping their foot, looking at their wrist, going, what? Well. You gotta call them. You have free will. You have to call them. They respect you and your free will. So they're not gonna just dip and interfere. Okay? Now I've seen angels that, you know, help in dire situations at the last minute. Okay? If that was supposed to happen. Okay? But call them in. You got to get to know them. That's why I say their names. Okay? That's where you get to know them. That's where you get activated by somebody. Okay? They're all there. Okay? Yoga Master Gail, I think I'm going to try to send you the one you were talking about. Okay? Let's see what happens. I'm trying to send it to you. Okay? In email. It'll be a digital file. Okay? But everybody, I love y'all. And let me stop putting stuff away. And I will talk to y'all the next time. Okay? Love you. Bye.